All right, people. I'm back. I'm taking a break from those Sagos dips, man. Holy moly. I have a nice lip of Copenhagen. But man, those are awful. I can't even say how bad they are. Like, if that's all that I could have, like if that was the only kind of dip that we could get, even though it comes in mint and wintergreen, I wouldn't do it. I'd quit. You know? It's that bad. I've been using smokeless tobacco for a long time, on and off in my life. You know, long enough to think that I've tried a pretty vast array of tobacco products, you know, be they smokeless or non-smokeless, or, you know, I smoked for years, you know. They did roll your owns, and I've smoked a pipe from time to time, but it's not really my thing. I don't smoke tobacco anymore, but you know, and I've never, I love tobacco, you know. I've never had a smokeless tobacco product, like a snuff or a chew or a dip. You know, some of them have been kind of not so good, like maybe like Derringer Straight was pretty bad, or like, you know, like some of the stuff that's out there, you know, like Derringer and Klondike and stuff like that. But this stuff, I can't see anything being worse than it. It was horrifying. It was disgusting, and I still have the mint to go. I cracked the mint, and I'm gonna have a little test run of it first, just to, because I am primarily a mint dipper, you know, if I have my choice. But oh, it's awful, people. It's just horrible. Yeah, but other than that, I always make mention of the day before my radio show. Tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tune into TrentRadio.ca. Use the Simple Radio app and tune into Trent Radio CFFF 92.7 FM. CFFF 92.7 FM. Trent Radio. Or you can try it on the Googler at TrentRadio.ca. And yeah, that's the way to find it. But every Tuesday from 3 to 4, I do an hour-long radio show of mainly old school punk rock and garage rock and blues music, and how the three intertwine. You know, I basically just play music I like. You know, but it's a good radio show. It's well received. People listen to it all over the place, and you know, if you can and you want to hear me on the radio, please do, because it's fun and it's free, and yeah. Mm-hmm. And speaking of the radio, now the radio show is based off of this Facebook group I do called Warehouse of Strangers Radio. I know a couple of people on my channel here are involved in that. A good lot of the people on my channel here are involved in that. And there's been a lot of talk about merchandise, like people making stickers or t-shirts or you know, where, you know, because it's a pretty successful project, and there's a lot of people who are really into it, and I'm very proud. I'm very, very proud of that group. It's just a Facebook group. They're free. Anybody can start one, and yeah, my one rule of no drama or talking trash to each other seems to have done well and attracted a lot of people. I was talking to a guy this morning about a band. I didn't even know he was in the band, about this old Toronto band called Blibber and the Rat Crushers that I think are fantastic and have since I was 17 years old. And we were talking back and forth. Then I realized he was in the band. And a couple of members of it's a really cool network of people, and you never know who you're going to find there. So people are pretty proud of their involvement in the group, enough to say, hey, how about we make t-shirts, or how about we make stickers or patches or something, buttons, And, my line on it is I am all for it. If somebody in the group wants to go out and make t-shirts and sell them, like, completely, like, I don't want my hands in it, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't start the group to be a money-making brand. I started it to be a music appreciation group. I'm not in it to make money. If I made a sticker or something, and maybe I would sell them for postage money or whatever, but that's where I'm at it with it, But if you're in the group and you want to make something, like make a t-shirt or a patch or a sticker or anything, then sell them, and people buy them, like, I'm all for that. People, just as long as people keep, like, I don't want a hand in it, I'm not in it to make money. I don't want to be seen as someone who started this group for personal financial gain, because that was the farthest thing from my mind. So, but I don't mind if people want to do stuff. I'd love to see. My only demand was that I get one copy of whatever gets made. Like, if somebody makes a run of t-shirts, I want a t-shirt, or a run of stickers, I want a sticker, because I want to collect that stuff. And it's also made me think that, there's enough people in this group that I could probably get the actual, because the whole Facebook group was based off of a Xerox fanzine I did in the 80s called Warehouse of Strangers. And just a punk rock magazine, done on Xerox paper, folded and stapled, give them out at punk rock shows, And I've been thinking, there's enough people in the group that would probably be interested in writing little articles each month, or taking pictures, or making art, or anything. And I could put together the fanzine again, and put out a fanzine every once in a while. I think that would be really cool. I think that would be the coolest merchandise item. Be something that the group collectively made, that like, it would just be, if I could make a Xerox Warehouse of Strangers fanzine again based on the group that it is now, that would be really excellent. So I think I'm gonna work on that project. But yeah, anyhow, that's where I stand on that. I don't want to be seen as a moneymaker for that thing. But please tune into my radio show, Warehouse of Strangers Radio. Do you see the lineage here? Warehouse of Strangers fanzine, Warehouse of Strangers Radio, the Facebook group where we share music, and Warehouse of Strangers Radio, where it's an actual radio show. Yeah, it is what it is, people. Please tune in tomorrow at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Trent Radio, CFFF, FM 92.7. And I will do my best to be entertaining to the people. But until then, I'm just getting ready now. I gotta gotta pick up my little kids from school today, and we're gonna hang out. And yeah, so I'm getting sorted for that. But all right, be well, stay free, and I will be back tomorrow with the conclusion of the Sago Dips, and then on request of Real Talk Studios, I will be doing a Sago Suicide, where you mix all three dips together and you have a dip of it. So, pray for me, people. Pray for me. Pray for Dirty. Pray for Dirty.